Hello, guys. This is Valerii Bobrov. Next to me is Anton, and we're making this podcast on the theme of AI in hardware. AI in hardware. So we'll explain all the things about robots. We'll talk about drones, robots, cars. We'll talk about the AI in hardware, training of different models, the LLM, different type of stuff, the future of hardware, the future of mechanical engineering, like astro,
Astrology.
astrology. um, yeah, astrology engineering. Yeah, astronomy, everything, and this will be very interesting podcast. So keep watching. So tell me about you, Anton. Who are you? What are you doing? What's your major?
I'm Anton. I'm majoring in Aerospace Engineering. Uh, I'm freshman here in UCF.
University of Central Florida, right?
Yeah. We're
Wow.
both in this university.
Yeah, we are freshman students.
Yeah.
University of Central. Yeah, tough life of international students. What's your major?
Aerospace Engineering.
Aerospace.
I already told it.
I prepared for this podcast quite, yeah. So why did you're like also interested actually in engineering and business and this type of stuff. Why did you choose
Astrology.
Aerospace engineering? Why did you choose aerospace? Why did you choose building rockets? Why did you choose engineering? Like, what inspired you?
So I was looking through engineering majors and like aerospace was first. Okay, I like that's a joke. I actually really like rockets. I'm really passionate about them. I chose this picture to be today in this podcast. Um, I really want to like make living by building rockets, have my own rocket company in the future, and I'm like working towards it right now. And I think it's the best fit for me. I don't really like anything else besides some things that won't get me money in the future. And yeah, that's what I chose. That was my passion. And I'm really glad that I started studying aerospace engineering and not anything else.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, that's nice. But I also know that you had some like personal story connected with a movie called Interstellar.
Oh yeah, like I have a few things that motivated me to start this degree, and Interstellar is one of them. Like another thing that motivated me was my physics teacher, who was like telling us a bunch of stories about space, rockets, planes, and all that stuff. But he was just a physics teacher, and unfortunately, he left. Like, yeah, he left school before my graduation. Didn't see me like actually going to the university and stuff like that. Like, I have a few things that like motivated me to become who I am.
That's so nice. That's so nice. So teacher motivated you, and the movie called as
Interstellar.
Interstellar
Yeah.
motivated you to do it. Yeah. You want to build like you also interested in business, right?
Like, of
Like you
course, it just makes lots of money. Like, if I'll be an entrepreneur instead of just a worker on 9 to 5, I could be making way more money and working on projects that I decide.
That's so nice.
That's like kind of harder way to like go, but considering that I'm in USA in on F1 visa, like getting all the necessary documents to start legally working here is also not an easy way.
That's very nice. That's very interesting. And I'm like, I'm actually a computer science engineer, and I'm really interested more like in AI in programming. But I really like, I'm looking in yours like field of engineering, and I was like, so like, wow, like guys, you're doing something, and you can touch what you do. Like, wow, it's so cool. Can you tell me like basically how the process of like engineering comes like what do you need to do, what like skills, what like what do you do with physics, what do you do like in like this like some programs, how does it work in like actually like engineering?
So what you need is to know a lot of physics just to know how truly theoretically everything works, to know the concepts of what you're doing. Then you're thinking about something that will be like solving some problem, doing something like that can be solved using like physics laws, some other tricks. Then you're like opening some software like computer aided design your product, manufacture it from like components you chose, from materials you chose, and after that you get your product. Like it's a hard way, but in there are a lot of people in engineering field. It also like a team effort. So if you give everyone its his own task, it won't be so hard.
That's very interesting. Okay. But how about the field of hardware? How do you like, for example, from my point of view about computer science, I'm really like I see what LLM like this ChatGPT, these type of things are capable of. Recently there was the project called Replit Agent 3 released, and they basically have the agent like AI agent who can move through some like do some like real tasks, like do something, do them, go to calendar, go to some do something like more with like actions, and it can debug and like make like corrections in mistakes in programming. And basically, all the programming was always like you code something, you change, like you find mistakes, you correct them, and you move forward, and you have like super logical kind of like app and something like this. I tried to build my own like app for my project on Replit Agent free, like if like and Replit and with agent, it made code in 20 minutes. Then it said like, here's your project. It can't work. There are mistakes. I was like, okay, so there are some mistakes. There are some projects. So, but it said like, it's a free version. And it came like, okay, you have 14, like, I can, you have mistakes. I can correct them. I'm an agent. Do you want to correct them? Yes. 40 minutes passed. I was like preparing for podcast. I'm doing something like in my studies in university. 40 minutes passed. I come to like Replit website, and there's like, here is your website. And I mean, like a month of my work, 9 hours a day, 6 days, like a week, they were done in 40 minutes with Replit, like free version.
Yeah, I've seen your website. Like
This,
it's
this
look
version.
absolutely insane. Like it was created just in 40 minutes. Like in 50, you said you spent
I,
10 minutes
I,
to
spent,
think what you want to have on this website.
I spent 10 minutes to write this, like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
prompt. And
So
it's like,
yeah, you
because
spent like 50 minutes just to create a really great website.
and more like there is like payment system. Like I think there are some connections with Stripe. There is like system of accounts. There's so many incredible stuff, and I understand that. Okay, Replit is a project for easier websites, but and like Cursor more for difficult. But it will develop, and it's like completely change the computer science. What do you think about engineering? How AI will change engineering? What's your hardware like? How how much can it like how many engineers can it replace like in percentages, like how what do you think about it?
Engineer, so I know that I think SolidWorks had launched an AI tool to help design some things. SolidWorks is basically a tool. It's at the same time CAD, CAM, like bunch of things in one that where can you it's a software where you can design your engineering model. So they have launched an AI tool that or didn't launch. They just trying to launch. I don't really remember. So they let's think that they launched it, a tool that helps engineers design their product correctly. It tells them how to do correctly, what to do, like uh, can solve some of their problems in design. So I think AI it will make every job easier.
Mhm.
but I don't think engineering is a profession that could be replaced by AI. After all, it's a really complex job that requires at least 4 years of university, like, and you need to know a bunch of stuff like all the classical physics, everything besides like relativity and quantum physics. You need to know a lot of math that can go up to multivariable differential equations, which is an insanely hard topic. So I don't think AI is right now capable of taking over the engineering field.
Nice. But how about like in 10 years, in 15 years, your point of view?
Engineering field needs creativity. AI can't create something new. It can analyze all the data and give you a summary of what exists now. But I believe that only human mind can actually create something new and make some breakthrough in technology.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. That's like people all believe that like creativity, like there's no creativity, like yeah, I can be creative or it's like super creative. But basically, yeah, I think I agree with you.
I just hope so, because if AI actually, like, if someone develops an AI that can design any product, create something, and take the engineers' jobs, uh, my basically degree will be useless if AI actually takes over. So it's just my hopes.
Hmm. Yeah, that's very interesting. But yeah, can we talk about some projects in engineering that you worked on? Maybe something that you had experience with.
So, like, I have some experience in building drones. Like, I know how they work, how to build them. I also built an ionic engine.
What is it?
It's like an engine that works on electrical thrust.
What is it?
So it's a thruster used mostly in space. Like, it can't be used on the Earth because of its really low thrust, around 20 to 200 million newtons. And it uses electricity to and some gases to create thrust.
Hmm.
So we have an anode and cathode. Like, I'm explaining you an ionic hollow thruster. I've done another ionic engine, ionic thruster that works kind of the same, but principle is slightly different.
Hmm.
So the professional ionic engines used in NASA rockets and SpaceX rockets for some missions to the edge of our solar systems work like you have cathode and anode, plus and minus. So one is emitting electrons that then go to the how does it gas called xenon? Yeah.
Hmm.
So electrons on high speed bump into the xenon or argon gases, mostly xenon. Say, like, because of the energy electrons have, they like take one electron out. So the xenon, or like any gas we have, has negative charge. It goes to the anode. Yeah. Oh, oh no. No, no, no. Yeah, it has negative charge. It goes to cathode, and it just thrusts over anything.
Wow.
You understand?
No. But yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But like, I mean, I shouldn't. I understand that it's like a tool in like aerospace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
yeah.
like super energy efficient. It can accelerate your spacecraft for like years.
How long are you doing all this stuff? Like they're like interested exactly in rockets, and you're doing like analyzing them, working, and like.
Like more than a year and a half.
And how old are you?
16.
16. You're 16
Yeah.
years, and you're like international student, and you study in American university.
Yeah.
freshman student. How is that possible?
Like I've only studied for 10 years.
Years.
Yeah, I've skipped sixth grade.
How was it possible? You just skipped, or you like
Now,
was it
like
external?
I finished fifth grade in the first semester, and then in the second semester I finished all the sixth
So it was like
grade program.
extern.
Yeah, external. This is the word. Like
That's
I could say that I skipped it, but I actually studied it.
wow. That's cool. That's cool. It was just the question that was like I was mostly interested in because that's like when people on the university hear that how old are you 16 and you're actually like one looks like one of the smartest freshman students. You always like how old are you 16? What? Because like we know each other, we're like friends, and yeah, but astronomy.
Astrology.
Aerospace is very interesting. Yeah. How do you think? What do you think about like the field of aerospace? Like exactly about like the business about the rockets, building rockets, SpaceX, like the development of the Spear. What do you think about it?
So I absolutely love SpaceX because they're literally revolutionizing the field of aerospace. Like NASA was using really old technologies, like all the way to like 2015, 20. Nah, it still uses some old technologies that were used to launch people to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And SpaceX, it just creates some new technologies like the Dragon capsules that looks absolutely amazing and simple. Doesn't have a bunch of buttons that this. I don't remember how the capsules that we used on the Apollo mission were called.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what they did with landing their booster of the Starship is just fascinating.
Wow. What about company of Jeff Bezos called
Blue
Blue
Origin,
Origin?
what
Oh,
I like about them is that they're like sending people every month to the space.
yeah.
Yeah, every like month they're sending around 5, 6 people, but
Yeah.
they're making like 10 to 15 minutes flights, not like a few hours in space.
Comparing like can we just break through because I don't know like how's the field of space are actually like so like what's a Blue Origin doing, what's SpaceX doing, when will we go to Mars, and which company will be like the number one, like which company is number one now in aerospace, like can we like explain like what's SpaceX is doing now?
So both SpaceX and Blue Origin are private space companies. How they're making money is they are just delivering things to space. They're taking, for example, 20 million to deliver a satellite to the orbit.
Mm-hmm.
They're building a rocket for 15 million and deliver it. And that's like all they're doing. And they're while like earning money, they're conducting a lot of research, how to build rockets, how to make them better, and they're working towards taking us to Mars. But what I think we don't really need to go to Mars because
You don't think we need to go to Mars?
it's a stage of exploring the universe for humanity, but like there is no profit in going to Mars right now.
But
We need to focus more on saving our planet because our planet, like what I think is Mars has even worse environment than Earth after nuclear war, after like any, how does it called, global warming, yeah, when it reaches its apogee. So like Earth after some catastrophe will be better than Mars right now.
But I heard these plans like to like put like atomic like atomic like bomb to the Mars so that it was like this like like you know the screenshot from
To
Elon
create
Musk.
atmosphere.
Yeah, atmosphere like something else. Is it like marketing or is like real?
I don't really know how to create an atmosphere on another planet.
But about this like so, but basically you're saying that it's impossible to colonize another planet. No, it's just like
Like, I think if he knows how to do it, that's okay. It's it will be really great for us to explore a new planet. But right now, I don't think there are actual technologies to colonize another planet. What I know, what Elon Musk wants to do is just to take people and build some small cities in the Mars where people will be living in some their own buildings with air, but they couldn't go out because I don't really know how to create an air that could be breathable
Hmm.
on a completely like on a planet without any humans. Where there were no humans at all, and like if we're talking about that, we are not like a miracle. It's like a long coincidence of things that we are living on Earth.
But do you think it's pointless to go to Mars?
Right now, yes.
When will when won't it be pointless to go to Mars? Like what can we get in on Mars? Like what's like priceless there that we can obtain? Like maybe there are some like
Natural resources?
there are natural resources,
I
right?
don't think so.
We don't know this.
Yeah, nah. Like
There
there were
is
much, there were lots of research when NASA were sending their robots out to the Mars, and they didn't find anything that will be expensive or, for example, useful for Earth. If there were oil, for example, I'm sure Mars would be already colonized, but there is nothing out there. It's just a red planet without anything.
do you know was there any like was there a time when like uh, which robots were on like Mars? Like what were they doing? Was there like any time like this like Minecraft like mine robot who like
More exploring robots. They were just like driving around, collecting the Mars soil and
Mars soil?
understanding could we like grow anything out there. The answer is no. They were trying to understand where's there water in any time in history.
But am I? I'm just maybe you know because I didn't know at all of this. Uh, am I understanding correctly that like we have like planet that we can up like go to, and we never analyzed what's underground the like what we had like Earth like grace, what's like down like maybe there are like diamonds, maybe like new some kind of like in Terraria new like resources that we can use, and we will have like flying cars like
Like I think there is nothing cause there are technologies to understand whether there is like oil under some underground or not using gravitational waves. So I know that like in the places where oil is located, the gravitational pull is slightly stronger. So there are satellites flying around the Earth analyzing its territory to understand whether there are any oil reserves out there or not.
so we are searching only for the water and for oil.
No, I I don't really know the technologies of finding any resources from the space, but I think it's too expensive to send some robot to go and find some to dig inside the Mars and try to find something out there.
Do you think it would be pointless to dig into Mars, or it's like quite interesting, exciting thing?
Like I don't think we could find a lot of stuff out there.
You don't think so? We can find like I don't know as a reason.
Like I think we need to focus more on Earth because it's a perfect planet for us, and we need to focus on saving what we have than trying to go and find another planet that is totally inhabitable for us. Like the only way we could live out there in this capsules type of homes where we would grow some crops live in a like locked territory and stuff like that. And I don't really think it is very comfortable compared to life on Earth where you can travel, see beautiful places and things like that.
Hmm, that's so interesting. But can I ask you another question? You told me that like your point of view that we need to save the world and like keep the world safe, the nature safe. But uh, we all have this like image that oh like this ecology like doing something strange. Oh, they're like trying to sort the garbage. Like what are you doing? Like what? But basically, when we speak about saving the nature, saving the world, like what are the exact steps we as the humanity need to do to keep the world safe, keep the world better? Should we go and have more electric cars, or should we sort garbage, or what's the real steps in the world that we can do to make the world safe?
Do you
Now world.
know how lithium ion batteries are made?
Uh, are made or
Yeah, and
how
how
they?
much carbon they're emitting. Like factories that create.
I don't know. Only heard that
So
it's like
basically, electric cars are not so ecology friendly because their production emits like a lot of carbon, and when you throw out lithium ion battery, it's also not so ecology friendly.
I also heard that it's hard to like recycle
Yeah,
the.
yeah, batteries
It's like you need to burn them somehow, and it's also like a lot of
emits
power.
a lot of carbon.
Am I truly understand that they're like we're comparing like EV electric vehicle and the regular vehicle, and EV like if the EV is like at least a little bit more ecological, that like eco friendly than.
Not, not really. They're
No,
practically the same.
not at all. Even like the amount of gas regular car produce, it's not. It's like the same amount of like suffer for the nature that.
At some point, yeah, like electric vehicles, their production emits almost the same amount of carbon that the regular car emits throughout its like age.
So it's not eco friendly, like no, not
Not really. It's just marketing.
and not noisy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Most of the electric cars from like Korea or China has this angelic voice.
It's just like is it? I'm trying to like, is it? It's not like it's not just your perception. You just analyzed it. And you like have like research that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard a bunch of people talking about it. Somehow know how lithium ion batteries are made, but mostly it's like perception of different people who I've talked to. But Tesla is a huge company who has a huge market cap, so they won't tell you that at all. They will never tell you that because s- an idea of having an eco-friendly car is their main type of marketing.
but is it possible to someday like create the sources of recycling lithium batteries and like creating them?
Like
Like,
create something that could store electricity that will be eco-friendly. I hope so. I hope that someday people will create something eco-friendly that could store electricity in a large amount.
wow. Wow. Okay, but basically, what should we do as a humanity to save the world? Because if there is like no way to save it,
Now
we.
there's a way to save it. Like the situation is not so bad.
Huh?
Like it's worse than it was like 30, 40 years ago, but it's not so bad right now. We just need to start thinking about the future, about like sun energy. Now, like the solar panels also require a lot of oil to create.
But okay, but
Like what I think right now is that we need to start using solar energy as fast as possible.
mhm.
Yeah, like electric cars are useful and like really good because oil, there are not infinite amount of oil on Earth, but there's like we can create as much electricity as we need
Mm.
using sun, wind. But to create wind turbines, the sand panels, we need to have oil.
Which are the best, like from the side of like saving the nature, like and efficiency also, like the ways of getting it. So sun energy, wind energy,
Atomic energy,
atomic and
nuclear, yeah. I
atomic and
believe
nuclear. Is atomic and nuclear, are they good or bad?
they're insanely eco-friendly.
You want me to say that like atomic?
Nuclear energy is one of the it's right now it's the best type of energy in my opinion. Having like a nuclear power plant is way better than having a coal power plant.
But all the stories with like Chernobyl when like
Yeah,
the
like
city bombs and like there's like hundred
yeah, it was a
thousands.
human error.
But it's a human error. So you, but so atomic energy is eco-friendly. So we need to create atomic energy, and it's actually very efficient, like
Yeah, it's
effective.
insanely efficient to then create a lot of wind turbines, solar panels.
And also it's eco-friendly, and but like, but if we all have like more atomic, like atomic this like places of like getting energy, like production of energy, like uh isn't it like we can have more human errors, more Chernobyls, because it's very like because I remember my classes like with my in the secondary school, like my teacher was explaining all this like atomic energy, like this type of things. They were speaking about like Chernobyl. There's like the blowing up, and we said like, yeah, we had this like atomic energoless like production system, like here like production base, but it stopped working. Thank goodness. But
Okay, think how many atomic nuclear electrostation nuclear power plants are out there in the world.
I think
A lot.
thousands more.
So Chernobyl blew up because of human error, because of incompetent of staff working out there. This in Fukushima, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
another huge nuclear tragedy that occurred because of tsunami, huge earthquake, and like it's a lesson to not build nuclear power plants in places when tsunami can occur.
Wow.
But like look at France, they have a lot of huge atomic power plants and they didn't have any problems with them. Oh, I know nuclear power plants doesn't like any nuclear power plant doesn't emit any carbon, carbon dioxide, and any type of carbon dioxide. So it's super ecology friendly. Yeah,
But should we sort garbage? Like,
yeah, of course. Now, like it's a way to better get rid of this garbage. I think the best way actually is to reuse garbage,
yeah.
not just sort it, then try to somehow get rid of it, to reuse things that we use on daily basis. So you're throwing out a plastic bag, I don't know what else you throw out, napkins, some plates, anything you throw out can be potentially used in the future to, I don't know, expand some country's territory like Japan did. I know in Tokyo there's an island built like fully from garbage.
Wow. I also heard that Tokyo in like they are the only country who sort or like recycle or like take out the garbage like 99%.
Oh yeah, they
The
have like a
only country.
tradition with sorting garbage. Everyone there is trying to correctly sort it.
I heard that even like Europe, who are like so super eco-friendly, they're like statistics only like 50% plus minus, like more like minus, and Tokyo is 99. Yeah, we have
Like
like yeah.
in Europe, there's a bunch of not really smart laws about ecology. I absolutely hate these bottles with this. how that things.
Yeah. What is it?
How как эти штуки называются? Вот это.
Вот это бутылка, крышка.
Крышка бутылки как?
А, давай да, просто
Head?
head, head of the bottle.
Окей. Head of the bottle. Короче, окей. Also, I absolutely hate paper straws.
Paper straws.
Yeah.
Which
That's the
straws?
worst thing
Which
in the
straws
world.
should we have?
Plastic.
Okay.
I think we need to save trees.
We can also have more trees, like
Like
plant
by
them.
using paper straws. Yeah, we can always plant new trees, but no, not much of people are doing it. Like there are people who are planting one tree, looking after it, but not everyone is doing it. And I think we just need to stop. Nah, we need to produce paper.
But MrBeast, you remember this? Like he had this like it grew like 20 million.
Yeah.
He went like he went like trees. Then this was like clean like water, like no, save the sea from the garbage. Then water now. It's like now it's water. What else you think he should do? Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah, like no, like maybe not Mr. Beast, but like what's the next most important thing he can do?
He can do, or just anyone can do for ecology.
Maybe like he is like the next competition, next like saving the world thing, but saving the universe or something like this.
Like I think idea about planting bunch of trees is great.
Mhm.
Well, he can plant even more trees if possible. Like, because I know there's a huge problem with cutting trees in Amazon rainforest.
Mm.
So like a lot of trees are getting cut to mostly create oil wells because there's a lot of oil in Amazon rainforest, and a lot of companies are just cutting down the trees, disturbing the wildlife in out there, and I think it's one of the most beautiful wildlife out there in the world. And like there, like if MrBeast plants 20 million trees,
Mhm.
they're cutting down 50 million.
Mhm.
So I don't know. That's just a huge problem. I don't have any solution to it right now
Mhm.
because we both need oil, trees.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking about trees. Very very difficult.
But like after all, it will be only one country's problem if they can't manage their how they're cutting or saving trees. There are like many countries, like for example USA, Canada, that have some national preserves where it's forbidden to cut down anything
Mhm.
to like just ecologically safe places out here in the world.
I just remember my grandpa who would like say like, "Okay, I'm going." During like the December, like, I came. Here's the new like for New Year, the New Year tree. I
Now, like cutting down this one tree in a year just for New Year's celebration for a family is okay, but like they're growing out few years, so it's not a huge problem.
artificial is better for like artificial tree.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, speaking about something artificial.
Oh my god, that's a great transition.
I know, I know. About AI. What's your opinion on AI field?
It is changing the world.
I
At
I'm
least, yeah.
I saw.
Like uh, so many things became normal with like introduction of at first ChatGPT and OpenAI model. Then some other AI models appeared, but still, I've said OpenAI models or just AI models. Okay, just AI models appears, but OpenAI is still leading
Yeah.
in having its own AIs.
I mean, they're just cool. Like I don't know. They all try to make like more attributes for this like each model, but guys, they have deep research. They have like photo solution that can like actually do something with photo, like for my like preview on YouTube. Still bad, but still. And like they're just cool. Like
But it's still a field that like has a lot of money in it right now. I've seen like bunch of investors, venture capitalists, mostly investing in AI industry because it's a place when you can earn a lot of money right now, like ton of money.
yeah.
And if you both know how to use it and create something using it, you can become really wealthy.
Well, from the point of person who is doing hardware, but also like still like looking precisely in the field of like AI technology, all the things that bump like and like the best like most important trends in the world. How do you think AI will like look like in 10 years?
So we are coming way closer to creating something human-like. For example, a robot that will like act like a human. And it's not the best scenario, I think, but it will make bunch of people lives way better. Actually, in the future, if we will have like AI like take over, not like take over, but every job could be done by AI, would we need these jobs after all? We could like find new economical system instead of capitalism, socialism, and something like that. We won't need any job and could be just enjoying our lives with the use of AI.
But you mentioned robots. I
Yeah,
want, I really want to ask a question about robots from the person who knows a little bit more, but and you know like much more than me in hardware. What's going on with robots? Why can't I have now a robot who can take my plates and put them in dishwasher, like Tesla, like
I think it's not really hard to have to build this robot, but it would be almost useless because like you can do it by yourself.
Thank, but I'm ready for to pay for it. Like, what I'm trying to say that there's like we see the companies now that like Tesla they're making their like model of Optimus.
Yeah,
There's like Figure AI with the evaluation like $39 billion. They had investment in $1 billion, but I still can buy it. Why? I want.
you can't.
Well, I want to buy a robot. Why can't I buy a like I saw these like little romantic robots on Instagram like hey like where's like boyfriend in the
You
robot.
really want to buy one?
No, I don't have a couple yet. but but I saw like so I see little robots. I see like not so like cool robots in Instagram, just only in Instagram reels. But where are the like cool robots like in Detroit become human from Figure from Tesla? When will we have them?
Like we don't have any technology to mimic those muscles. Nah, I know there is a
But we don't need about like that's what I want muscles like what the real like it's like but not with muscles version of robots. Where are they? I want robots.
like the one that Tesla is creating looks like a normal robot.
Yeah, it's not. But like, why can I buy it? You know?
You've emailed them.
I
I
think
think for the right price you can buy it. I think they will sell it for a couple of $1 million.
that's the best answer. Okay. And what about autonomous cars?
Autonomous cars, so like putting
Like,
an AI in them right now is useless because we don't have this high level of artificial intelligence and machine learning skills. Like Tesla uses like I think mostly every car company is now using this technology where like uh like car can drive by itself
hmm
using like its surroundings, analyzing what's around it. Right now, China is really taking over the cars field, investing more and more into electric cars and
hmm
making them cheap and really, really great performing at the same time.
But I'm slightly disagree with you. What I didn't see on the China. I don't know what China is doing. I really like this, like their cars from UID. This like how their like supercars are moving as this type of content. But we can see that there's like Waymo company of Google. They're already serving 100,000 people a week in like San Francisco, some like other like the big major cities in the USA. There is also robot taxi that they are moving like in Texas already. There's like taxi and they're already working and they're already like so and they were in like car crashes, but like little amount of time, like
I
the number.
think it's more about law instead of engineering problem.
Yeah, but
S-
but you said that we can't like we don't have like proficient AI in them.
Yeah, because like a car that I was talking about a car that can do its own decision and make its own decisions instead of just like driving from point A to point B through some road.
But you think it may but do you think cars should decide something?
I think yeah, analyze the traffic itself.
Because like from what I like I don't like not like think but like from what I see is more like we have this like ChatGPT model and basically how the AI reason is that they have word and they think like what's the next word I should say this and from like 500 billion options of what to say like from the next word to the second to the third to the fourth they can like reason like similar like we reason and the car they basically say like okay I need to do this so like I'm going to the here so we basically need just an autonomous car that can ride from like I'm in San Francisco. I want to Florida to Miami. Like, and so I don't need anything else. But we don't when will I like this is like the law. What I'm trying to say, like you saw that it's more of the law, like that can give it them to
Yeah,
write
yeah.
than AI. But you also said that AI is not proficient, and I want to understand like what in which fields is it not
So,
proficient? Because like they spend a lot of money on it.
so right now, I don't really think that cars have all this like свобода будет. Freedom, yeah, freedom of use. So
Okay.
they don't really have they can't do their own decisions based on the road, except the decisions that were like made by code that were coded in them.
Wow.
So like there are some things there- like Tesla is super innovative. It has a lot of technologies and stuff in it, but it lacks self-driving skills at some point. You can't drive it without like keeping your hands on the steering wheel. You can't be sure in your safety while driving it.
You think it's because of the law or because of the improficient AI?
Uh, Both.
Both.
So you if the improv like how to say it n- because of not perfect self-driving model, it can't be 100% trusted because if something happens to the car and to the passenger, like someone like Elon Musk or some other Tesla investors or directors will be answering in the court.
Wow. Wow.
If like something unexpected happens on a road, I don't really think Tesla could perfectly respond to it.
Yeah. But okay. But very interesting. But the most important, most interesting thing I wanted to ask you about is your project. You like if you don't want to speak about like you can but like
Nah, that's okay.
I'm really interested because
I want to use this podcast as some sort of advertisement for like
yeah.
future venture capitalists that want to invest. So
Yeah.
basically, what I'm doing is right now is working on a project of a drone of something that is not really. I'm like working in industry that is not really developed in the United States. the drones that can carry a person, 100 kg, more than 100 kilograms,
Mm.
um, lift huge payloads and stuff like that. So I chose this field because I've seen how how it's underdeveloped in USA, but it's highly developed in country like China. Yeah, it's only developed in China.
Wow. But I heard your competitive advantages that you told me
Yeah,
about.
it's really cheap. I
So you,
found a way to make it really cheap compared to the other drones capable of lifting such weight on the market.
so am I true? Like you can make drones that are way cheaper.
I hope so.
How much cheaper?
Uh, like bunch of drones with this capacity don't really tell their price, but most of them that tell their price cost around 70, 100 grand.
And how do you think your like? I don't know. I know you don't have prototype. You just work a lot with drones. You know all
Yeah,
the
I need
stuff.
some funding to
You
build a
know.
prototype
Yeah. You
and
know.
see will it actually work.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I know you want to. You search for funding to try it, but you had a lot of experience with drones, and you know like all the stuff, all the like how to just how to buy right products for right price. How do you think? How much will it cost your product? Like estimate estimation.
Around 35 to 40k.
35 to 40K,
Yeah,
2 times less money than
around something like that. Yeah, it will be like cheaper than other drones on the market,
that's
and it will be like made in the US, somehow patriotic to consumers in USA.
big rich, cool, mega rich people in the USA. You,
Like not just people working in, for example, agricultural sector
Mhm.
would better choose my drone instead of some drone from China,
Yeah,
just because it was made in USA.
drone is so cool technology. You can do use it like
Yeah, their main, like at first drones are eco-friendly. I could say that they're eco-friendly because when they're working, they don't emit any like carbon. But to produce like batteries, I'm planning to use lithium polymerium
Mhm.
batteries. But yeah, bunch of carbon is emitted when producing any electrical batteries.
I just really believe in this idea because the think of like doing something with a cheaper version, it's
Yeah.
like I really like DeepSeek. DeepSeek like the company that made
Oh
AI,
yeah, yeah.
but cheap AI, and because of this, their like model from this like how API model, it costs like it's much cheaper than other models, and because of this, they already have competitive advantage, and because of this, they will win much. Like they will take their like piece of cake because they have like very good chip.
Oh, actually, like a huge problem with AI is a lack of energy. Like
Yeah.
the energy used for like training the AI.
Mm.
Okay, what did I say?
Yeah, but I was talking about
Okay, so
electricity.
like not enough energy to train the AI, and like bunch of GPU, CPUs are used to like uh, for AI to learn,
Yeah.
like to actually make this machine learning process work.
Yeah, I heard it's like in China, I guess it's like they have more electricity to produce.
Both in US and China,
In China,
like
also problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Both
Oh.
in both of these countries are building some more energy infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
and like I know some companies like Blackstone, BlackRock, there are these are huge are the investment banks or
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, some like companies
Eventually,
that invest
yeah,
in other companies or buy them.
yeah.
So they invest like billions of dollars into some nuclear power plants that will be producing energy for some of the like OpenAI centers. You know this OpenAI center that is opening in Texas soon.
No, what is it?
It's like a huge center where you don't know it.
I heard only about like Oracle contract, OpenAI in Norway, but this no.
Now this like huge project, even like U.S. government has some like power in it, mostly like for OpenAI, like huge. huge space where a lot of GPUs would be put.
Wow. More than
And
in like Tesla supercomputer for Grok or less. Do you
yeah,
think?
yeah, that's like
Yes.
a huge thing right now.
Ooh,
It will be like a huge factory for training AI. Think what I've heard is,
I feel bad for Elon Musk. But okay.
N- I just didn't see this factory for Grok AI, so I don't
Uh,
know really what I'm talking about.
but okay.
Comparing it, but I've seen what OpenAI is doing.
Yeah. I just thought like Elon Musk will win this game because he had more GPUs. But now if there is there's like 300 billion contract with Oracle.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
actually, Oracle now, like Oracle CEO just became richest person on earth
But it's only like a Bloomberg rating. I always search for like I always like follow the Forbes rating. Like,
because they do it once a year.
but
But
no, Forbes real time billionaire list.
really?
Yeah, yeah. So he won on the Bloomberg list, but not on the Forbes list.
Oh,
But
okay.
Larry Ellison is like i- impressive figure. I
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
like him.
But he's old.
He's old, yeah, but he wants to live. I heard like for like 100 years. He's like
Yeah, he
very
doesn't seem really old.
yeah. He doesn't seem real. Old. He's so nice. He's
Yeah,
so
he
cool.
looks 60 at maximum.
So nice. But I really believe in your idea because I saw how many things drones can do. I really like Factorio, like the thing how drones in Factorio build things
There
and
are
like
drones in Korea?
yeah, like the drones to help that helps to build some like technologies in
Oh, I
Factorio.
only
Like
played demo.
yeah, what?
Only played demo version.
Yeah, but I have played like a real like transformer like puts things from like logistics, everything. It's and I think like if you use it and everything is it basically just like drones how they use it
Yeah, I
everywhere is
hope I'll
so
make
nice.
some money on it.
Yeah, but about drones, like what's the industry of drones like right now? Who is winning? Who is losing? Who? What is
China is
hard?
absolutely dominating it.
Absolutely dominating. USA dominating.
Absolutely dominating. Like, China doesn't have any even close competitors.
Whoa. That's interesting. And do they have any company that use AI in drones?
Not yet, but I think DJI is like the biggest drone. No, DJI.
No. What is it?
Oh, it's like the biggest drone company in the world. Like 70% of all drones are theirs.
Whoa, that's so cool.
And like, it's a huge company with like overall 15 billion net worth, something like that.
Uh, are we close to the moment when we'll get autonomous drones?
Yeah.
How
Mostly
much, like in
all
years?
there are a bunch of autonomous drones, like
Already?
UAVs. Yeah, I'm
Whoa.
building one.
You're building yeah, so you're building with AI drone?
Just an autonomous. Like
Autonomous.
there's a thing. I think I'll be studying here in uni.
Uh-huh.
I hope so. You'll also study a course called Control Systems. It like tells how to control every vehicle, every technology, and how to make it autonomous.
Hmm. Wow.
So basically, it just uses this technology to like make it work without anyone. Like, you can, for example, take some easy principle of programming. So instead of like controlling it, you're just saying
Mm-hmm.
like you need to move 1 meter in front, like, and you use some software that already has some like primary settings for your drone vehicle. I don't know anything,
Wow.
and this software makes it like calculates how much thrust the engine, the motors need to have to move your to move something through some distance.
Wow. But I also wanted to ask you because we have the theme AI and hardware, more about AI. There's like basically in AI, there's like two types of building, like two two two
Yeah,
ways of
like
building
I
AI.
think in future mostly use of AI in something will be in robots because
Hmm.
we've all like still try to to replicate human from metal and scrap.
But what I'm trying to ask, what question I'm trying to ask is there also like two roads to do AI, to make AI. You do wait, so you either use LLMs or you train your own model.
I think to use in like cars, drones, planes, rockets, you need to train your own specific AI that will know how to control them. I don't think if we put ChatGPT in anything, it it just could like do anything.
Hmm. And do you think like uh so to build your own like autonomous drone with AI, you need to train it a lot. How like do you know like the pricing, like how much like training you do you need, for example, for autonomous drones?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really good in like machine learning stuff and how to create AI.
Yeah, yeah, but do you know, like do you think that you will need like a lot of like this parameters like this like for example like drones? So because like in cars there are like 500 billion of drones, like all these types of situations, like what will be when like the parachuter like comes to you the car and there's like also the kids
I
and
think in car you can do it's way simpler. Just analyze any brain body that comes directly to your car, and if something like that happens, you just like turn, try to get out, and not do all these situations by itself. It's the same as in programming. Instead of writing a nice code using bunch of if else
uh-huh.
citations. Yeah.
You think we are close? Do you think are we close to the moment when like there will be autonomous cars from like for example
Yeah.
Waymo, Robotaxi, and then another autonomous things like autonomous trains, autonomous drones, autonomous everything? We will have
Actually,
everything.
creating an autonomous train is super easy because like there are not much things the train needs to do.
But why don't we
They
do?
are
Why
there
don't
are
we do?
already autonomous trains working in some metro systems in the world.
Yeah, I saw in China.
Yeah, for
Oh,
example, in Copenhagen, bunch of places in Europe there are autonomous trains.
yeah, yeah,
So it's like not something uh, of the future. It's something of the present.
yeah. Wow, that's well, yeah. So basically, what I wanted to ask also is what what which things keep you motivated every day? That's more like personal stuff. Like,
Money.
but it can't be money. Like, I can't imagine that. Like, you get up and you're like, I want to become rich. Like, I can't imagine it.
Yeah,
You really, you really say like money is something that motivates you.
yeah, of course.
But
What
like
else?
besides like laugh and everything, like I love this. You were the one who always say like, well, you need to do what you love. If you don't love, it's
Yeah, you need to do what you love and it brings you money. Why to do something
But you say only money. Do you also like do is it,
like you need to afford living somewhere?
so you just basically doing only things that you love and you always like
No, I just
get
try to love things that can make me lots of money.
but so love and money are the main or just money?
No, like uh, I like what I'm working on right now. I like to
Ah,
like creating something new, helping people and creating something that will be solving some problems. Like if it was only about money, I'd probably go and rob a bank because it's not helping anyone. It's even destroys some people's lives. But I'm trying to do something good for society. Like what I'm creating, like a drone, it will be used in a bunch of industries.
mhm.
It could be saving lives, helping people, making someone life easier.
If
And at the same time, I will be like granted with some money for creating this thing.
but if there is a choice of a project that you really love, but you'll get like not so much like $300,000 in a year, and there is a project where you'll get like $10 million a year, but you just it's really hard and it's like not the task that like you hate. Like they're so like not just difficult and interesting. They're like not interesting. They're like about something like crazy, strange shit. Like
I don't
which would you
think
choose?
I'll actually start working towards something that don't brings me happiness.
Hmm.
So like I can think about bunch of crazy ideas, but I will never start them just because I don't have enough knowledge to like do them. And like I could be only working on something I love. Like actually to create something, you need to absolutely passionate about it. You need not like have a motivation. You need to have a dedication to this.
So passion and money, well, it's the same.
No,
Like it's
no,
like in together
what?
in
No,
like in a mix.
in the mix,
Like you
yes.
need to have
If you have
passion.
passion and dedication, and you're doing something, at least you'll be happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm choosing something that can make me money and at the same time bring me joy.
Yeah, it's all important, of course.
But overall, my goal is just to be rich, to in the future be able to like be known and invest in some project that are changing the world, creating something like this.
Yeah, that's good. Great. How do you view on the Anton in 10 years? Who this person is? What does he have?
Money,
What else? How what
nice cars.
how how feels like what do you think about Anton in 30 years? Will you have something like this?
Yes, I think in 30 years, like technologies will go to the way that it will be really easy to build rockets.
And you
With
would like
companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, there will be new companies emerging, and I think like a field of rockets will be like improved very much in like future years.
and you would like to create your own rocket, yeah?
Yeah,
You would like to
like
create a
that's
space
why I
company, yeah?
started studying aerospace engineering.
So over the choice of mechanical engineering, some engineering stuff, drones or something, and aerospace, you will choose rockets.
Yeah,
That's great.
like it's the most fun thing you can build. There are like bunch of other useful things you can like do out here, but like rockets is the most badass thing.
And that's why you choose rockets, right? That's great. I like your choice. I like the way you chose. And another thing I wanted to ask you is, what advice would you give people who only starts their journey in the field of like hardware engineering,
I'm only starting my journey.
but maybe not like I understand you only started your journey, but and I understand like you need to learn a lot and everything, but like people who are only like thinking of like go into this field, like
Uh,
maybe what can you say to them? Maybe they are unsure about it. What can you say tell to them? Like listen to your heart. Like,
yeah, something like that, just to be confident in your choice and do what you love.
like if you don't like engineer, like if you don't love, it's just okay to like. It's not that people should do
Yeah,
some of them.
like if you like this, of course, go for it. If you like something else, go for something else. It's just how life works, I think.
That's great. That's great. So I think we can end our podcast. Thank you very much for
Yeah, thank you
you're my
for that.
helper because you helped me to start my like podcast interview, this like YouTube channel, and I really appreciate your help. And I really like that such an interesting person came to my podcast because you're really like exploding into things. You know a lot. You're interested. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope next time I come, I'll be like more successful. And, like I
It will
could be
gain more views.
talking. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could be talking about some smart stuff and some
yeah.
smart guy. Yeah,
I'll definitely invite you again for sure.
I
Like,
hope so. Yeah,
hello.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys. Goodbye.
Да.
We'll see you in next
Пока-пока. Ой.
week.